Percent done progress indicator is a graphical technique for showing how much of long jobs have been completed. Everyone would like their computer programs to run faster, but unfortunately there will always be jobs that take a noticeable amount of time to execute. Progress indicators give the user enough information to tell at a quick glance approximately what percent of the job has been completed and how long it'll be before it is finished. With most computer systems, when processing a long job, this is all you see. Even systems that are user-friendly in other ways, such as the Apple Macintosh and Xerox Star, only take the first step. These systems change the cursor to show that they are busy. The pictures tell the user that the system has accepted the command and that the user should wait. This Buddha, used in some programs at the University of Toronto, suggests that patience is in order. An improvement over static pictures is something that at least shows that the system is making progress on the commands and has not crashed. These two examples are from file transfer programs at PERC and Xerox PARC. This teletype demonstrates a very early example of this. The ball is rotated as the computation progresses. A further improvement is to use something I have called a percent done progress indicator. This combines all the advantages that I have listed before. In addition to showing that work is being done and progress is being made, it also indicates approximately how long it will be before the job is finished. The earliest reported use of progress indicators was apparently by Robert Spence in 1976 with something like this clock face. I used progress indicators in a file transfer program in 1978 and integrated them into the PERC POS operating system in 1980 as shown here. When the hand reaches bottom of the screen, the program will be complete. The Macintosh does use a percent done progress indicator in one place when transferring files using Mac Terminal. Another way to show progress would be to use the hourglass we saw before, but to have the sand move from the top to the bottom as the job progresses. Many modern systems allow the user to run multiple jobs at the same time. For example, a compilation may be run in the background while the user edits a different file in the foreground. The PERC Sapphire Window Manager helps the user monitor these different processes running in parallel by having a progress indicator for each process displayed in the iconic status indicator for each window, as well as in the title line of the window itself. There is little reason why percent done progress indicators should not be more widely used. They can be implemented on mainframes and on small home computers. They do not require sophisticated graphics. For example, they can be easily displayed on character terminals. They can be cute or businesslike, and they can be designed to reinforce the metaphor that a direct manipulation system is trying to present, as in this example, which might be used by an office system. In most cases, a program can figure out, at least approximately, how long it will run on a given input. For example, with compilers, text formatters, and other file processors, the amount of the input file read may be a good indication of the progress. The same is true for transfers to remote machines and to slow peripherals such as floppies, magnetic tapes, or printers. For those programs that cannot calculate how long they will run, it is still a good idea to show that they are executing using a technique I've called random progress. In the PERC POS operating system, as progress is made, the busy bee flies around the screen. And in the Sapphire Window Manager, the pattern in the progress bar continually changes. We have already seen this technique used in earlier examples, such as this one from Xerox. It is generally a good idea to use techniques like this that will not be confused with percent done progress. In order to test whether systems with progress indicators are actually preferred by users, I ran a formal experiment using the simplified query system. The subject simply types into the various fields and then hits a key to have the query processed. After a period of time, the results are printed. This delay is either a constant 10 seconds or varies from 1 to 17 seconds. Also, sometimes a progress indicator is displayed. Each subject used 2 versions and ordering effects were controlled for. A questionnaire was used to gauge the subject's feelings towards the systems. I ran 48 subjects, mostly experienced users, but about 1/5 were computer novices. The results were very encouraging. 50% of the subjects used one version with progress and one without, and 86.1% of these subjects preferred the version with progress indicators. Overall, the versions with progress indicators were rated better than the versions without. This effect is statistically significant, and there is only 6 chances out of 10,000 that the rating difference was caused by random effects. The experiment suggests that percent done progress indicators can have a positive effect on users' attitudes towards the computer system. Intuitively, this is because they can decrease the user's anxiety while waiting for jobs to finish, and therefore increase their satisfaction with the system. Progress indicators also give the user enough information so that they can estimate will jobs will be finished, so that other activities can be scheduled appropriately. Obviously, progress indicators are not a solution to slow execution times, but they do make the waiting more tolerable. The benefits of progress indicators are therefore sufficient to warrant including them in many future computer systems.